My name's Lee. I'm the lead pastor of a church in Athens, Georgia called Relentless Grace, and this is How to Jesus. I think many of us have this idea of prayer where if you're not praying long, hours-long prayers, that maybe you're not quite as spiritual as the next guy. And the Bible certainly prolonged prayers. I mean, Jesus would regularly go off by himself and pray, and the implication is like for the day, or for at least for hours at a time. The night in Gethsemane where he's there and is waking his disciples up saying, "Can't you even stay up with me for an hour and pray?" So Jesus is pro-connecting with the Father for long periods of time. Jesus is also pro-short prayers. I mean, from the cross, after he's been spat upon and mocked and beaten, he prays this prayer, "Father, forgive them, because they don't know what they're doing." How powerful of a prayer is that? I mean, praying in a moment like that for God to forgive these people who have done that to Jesus. I think I discovered the power of short prayers when my kids got old enough to go to school. I'd walk my oldest in before he'd walk through the doors of kindergarten, and I'd bend down and pray just a couple lines over it. I pray that God would open up his mind to learning. I prayed that he'd be a leader and not a follower. And I prayed that God would keep him safe. Just that short of prayer, but man, that thing has real lasting impact. What if we embrace short prayers in our lives? Not forsaking long prayers, but embrace the short ones. What if we opened up every single day and said, "Holy Spirit, what do you have for me to do today?" Or before we walk into that big meeting, "God, be with me in this meeting. Help me make decisions. Give me wisdom." Before we sat down and had that important conversation with our spouse and we welcomed the Holy Spirit into that conversation, I'm convinced it would completely change our lives. Man, Jesus embraced those long prayers, but Jesus was a master of the short prayer. Man, work that into your life and watch what happens.